Hello, I'm Kevin Hunter, and today I have the privilege of sharing with you our slow-baked salmon dinner for a ketogenic lifestyle. Here's what you're going to need: a 9x13 cooking pan, some foil wrap, knife and a fork, a lemon press, and spatula. In the ingredients, 2.5 pounds of salmon, grapeseed oil, butter, sea salt, ground pepper, and lemon. And don't worry, we'll cover this throughout the video. Let's start with 2 to 3 tablespoons of grapeseed oil in your 9x13 pan, and just spread it around and make sure that it's evenly covered. Then let's add a half teaspoon of sea salt into the pan. Just spread it out evenly in the oil. And then place your fish in the pan as well. We're going to add just a little bit more salt on top of the fish here. Make sure you use sea salt. It's a great source of minerals as well. And then 1 tablespoon slabs of butter. This will be inserted into each end of the fish. If you already have a fillet that's open, just put it on top. This first stage of baking is basically designed to tenderize the meat and get the cooking process started. You'll see why that's important here in just a moment. Now we're going to cover it with some foil and get this fish started on stage 1 baking. Set your oven to 300 degrees and we're going to bake it for an hour. You've got a little munchkin break. An hour later, we're going to pull that fish back out of the oven, uncover it, and add a few extra things to help add flavor and seasoning. You notice it's been tenderized by the 60 minutes of cooking. And you should have some of the meat juice and melted butter in the bottom of the pan. Let's open the meat up now and spread it out. The meat will be tender enough at this point to easily release the bones. If you forget just a couple of them, don't worry about it too much. The baking process will disintegrate the bulk of them. Now we're going to slice a lemon in half and squeeze half of this lemon juice over the fish. Now we do this for 2 reasons. Add some excellent flavor to the meat. The other benefit is that lemon juice is an acid. It will help break down the protein, and this meal will be much easier for you to digest. Sprinkle sea salt to your preference. You can always add more later, so don't overdo it at this point. And then we're going to dust it with some black pepper. Black pepper is awesome for making the flavors just pop in the food. Now we're going to add 4 slabs of butter on top of the fish. They're 1 tablespoon each, so it's a total of 4 tablespoons of butter. Spread it out evenly. This next ingredient is optional. You can choose to do this or not. We're adding bacon on the top of it. You can either do sliced bacon or bacon pieces. Just spread it out evenly over the meat if you elect to take this step. For you bacon lovers out there, you're getting a clue just how delicious this meal is going to be. Cover it back up and put it back into the oven for stage 2 baking. In the second stage, we're going to use 275 degrees for 2 hours. You can go a little bit longer as well if you would like. Stay tuned. We're going to share with you some food combining ideas. So after the 2 hours is up, the fish comes back out of the oven. We're going to uncover it, and for those of you that put bacon on the top, you want to put it back in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes to crisp up the bacon. We're going to increase the oven temperature to 350 degrees. Do not exceed 30 minutes for this final stage of baking. You have a few minutes to kill now, so let's see what it goes well with. We're going to start by sauteing some baby organic spinach leaf in sea salt and butter. Go ahead and put in a generous amount of spinach leaf. It will reduce significantly from cooking. It'll be a lot less than what you see here. Add 2 tablespoons of water for steaming, and a little pinch of sea salt for additional flavor. And again, we use sea salt because of its additional mineral benefits. Cover it up and set your temperature at 300 degrees. 2 to 3 minutes of steaming, and this will be ready to add butter. We're going to put in 2 tablespoons of butter here. Just drop it in the middle, cover it back up, and wait until the butter melts. 2 to 3 minutes later, the spinach is ready to serve. Just stir it around a little bit and put some on the plate. You notice that we already have some other foods on the plate. We'll get back to those in just a moment. Remove your delicious salmon from the oven. It is a good idea to make sure that your drooling neighbors aren't hanging on your windows, because this smell will have been driving you batty. It is absolutely mouth-watering, delicious salmon that we're looking at here. You're going to want to take that wonderful melted butter sitting around this salmon and drizzle it back over the top, just to add back in all that great fat flavor, and you have salmon that's cooked to perfection. It will be very tender and flaky. It'll fall apart, so you're going to need a spatula to lift it out of the pan and put it on your plate. We're going to add just a little extra bacon here. And you now can enjoy your salmon with a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and lemon juice in water, a half grapefruit, raw parsley, sauteed organic baby spinach, and of course, the most amazing salmon you ever tasted. We'll recap this again for you.
Thank you, Mommy. That was super yummy.
And as you hear, we have raving fans in our house. Again, the complimentary foods: lemon and apple cider vinegar in water, a half grapefruit, raw parsley, sauteed spinach, all prepared by Stephanie Hunter. The little munchkins were Alison and Jackie. If you liked the video, give us a like below, and please comment with any of your questions, and remember to subscribe to the channel. I'm Kevin Hunter. Thanks for watching.